of you.
architecture taken a place. So the
Welcome to
most of the
Live
new
India
buildings
show.
be
From
almost
Noordin
lost this
Travels.
stone carving.
Today we are at
So this is, you are looking
Khajuraho,
the golden
one of the smallest
era
villages
of
in India
temple architecture of
and
Hindu
located in the
or
state of
sculpture
Madhya
art.
Pradesh. We will take you on a very riveting journey. And Mr. Jain, I was just going to tell you a little bit about, ask you a little bit about the stone and the sculpture of Khajuraho. As you all know, is one of the finest.
Yeah.
What would you like to say about the stone, the sandstone that was taken from the surrounding areas? It's a 10th
It is
century
the
monument.
finest quality of sandstone without any conclusion, and the stone has been transported surrounding by the 36
Mr. Anup
square
Jain, who
kilometer,
will
the place called Panna,
explain to us all the
which is
finer
by the road
details of this
45
temples
kilometer from
as
now,
we take you on a
or
presentation,
by the jungle it
a
is
PowerPoint
hardly 11
presentation, as well
kilometer,
as
by
a
the
short
animal
walk
power
through the
and
temple
human wind
complex.
power, stone being
I
transported
would
from
like to
there,
tell you
because
this is
Panna is
again
the
a Come Alive
place
India show,
in the
and
entire
this is our part of our
state, or
ongoing
you can say
series
in this
through
country, one of the
the
finest
pandemic, and we do
fine
hope
quality stone producer.
once things
So
normalize,
most
you
of
will
the
travel
stone has
to
been taken
Khajuraho
from there,
and to other parts
and
of India
this
and
stone has been
discover
created
the
under
minor
earth by the
facets and
biological
the
process,
nuances, as well as
and then
have some
they
wonderful
take this
experiences in
stone,
incredible India.
they
So warm
mine
welcome
this
to you,
stone,
Mr. Anup
because
Jain,
on the surface, if you can
and
find
I would
any
like you to
sandstone,
take over.
it is not
You're in a
usable
very beautiful
because it has
stone
so many
complex right
cracks. So
now,
they
and we look
selected
forward
very
to
good
hearing from
quality
you.
of stone,
Welcome.
brought up to here, carved on the
Good
ground,
evening,
and
ladies and
then they
gentlemen.
started to
Did you hear
assemble
me well?
them one
Can you
top of
speak
the
a little
another
louder,
without
Anup?
using any mortar or
Okay.
any cement or any glue to join them
Good evening,
together.
ladies
The
and
blocks
gentlemen.
has been interconnected
Welcome
like
to the
a
Central
tunnel
India.
route, like a
Welcome to the
interlocking
monument
system.
of
That is the way they built the
Khajuraho.
temple. I am Anup Jain,
Okay. In
tour
fact,
guide of
the sandstone is
Incredible
also
India.
used quite
At the
commonly in the Jaisalmer
present, I am
ruins
in
that we are
Eastern Group
seeing.
of Temple.
The Jura
And I
sandstone is,
introduce you some
Sir, we
magnificent
are still
temples
using
built by
sandstone for
the
our flooring
Tamil
or
period
wall
or many things,
in
because
10th
it is
century
available lot.
AD.
correct,
Its
Yeah.
finest
correct, and it's
sculpture,
also you
magnificent
can actually
architecture,
work on it quite easily.
one of the best of the
Exactly, sir.
world. If you can see me behind, there is a wall,
Before we go into the next,
a
okay, this is
panel
a
of
very clear
three
image
level of
of
sculpture.
how a temple from North India
These
looks like.
sculpture
It is a
size
Naga
wise
style
are bigger than
architecture,
other
and here you
temple
can
of
see
Khajuraho.
at
It's
least you will
fine
see about, you
art.
will notice the different
Every
compartments
sculpture
of the
is
different
very well
sizes,
ornated.
and you will notice this
If you can
structure
look
which
at
Mr.
right
Jain will tell
behind
you in
me,
detail. It's called the Naga style of architecture,
there is a
and
very
I'm sure he will
beautiful
provide
sculpture
a lot of
of a
explanations
lady
about this.
Nagar style of
applying the
architecture, one
henna
of the
on her
finest
foot.
architecture,
This
as
is
I
one
have
of
been
the
told
finest
you. Basically, this
sculpture
temple called
of this
Punch
temple. This is Parshvanath temple.
style
There's a Jain
of
temple.
temple. Punch,
Move a bit
Aitan.
further
Punch
up,
means 5.
and you can see
Aitan
this
means
is
apartment.
beautiful.
Look
Another
at carefully. There are
sculpture of a
5
Apsara
shrine.
applying the
Yeah, this
eye
is
makeup on her
clear vision.
eyes.
You can see there are
One other
5
hand she is holding
shrine.
her mirror to look herself in the
And
mirror.
temple of Khajuraho
Next
or
sculpture is a
temple of
beautiful
somewhere
divine
else
couple,
too,
Vishnu with his wife Lakshmi. It's
are
a
the
beautiful amorous couple.
from your starting to the nirvana.
In the frame, you can
It
see,
is a
ladies and
complete
gentlemen, this is beautiful
prospectus of a
sculpture of
human being to
Saraswati
learn
playing with
about
Veena.
how to attain
And
the
you can see the
nirvana
light on the
during
monument at the
you can pass
time.
on
It's
your all
perfect
path, all
part of human life.
keep walking
Finally,
on
you
to
can
the attain the
surrounded by the
nirvana if
temple,
you can
and you
go on
can
a proper
see
channel.
in the
So
bracket
5 part of
there
the
are two
temple, when you
beautiful
entered in a first part
Tirthankaras,
of the
Jain
temple, that's
Tirthankaras
called
in the
Ardha
frame.
Mandapa. Ardha means half. Mandapa means
I am
entrance,
walking through the
porch.
temple.
Ardha Mandapa. So when you entered in the temple, you will find there is a half moon and 2 conch shell is there. Conch.
This is the
Excuse me.
beside part of the temple, and you can
So
see
half moon is give you the
there is an
peace,
image
and
of
conch shell give
Adinatha
you the
inside.
purification.
Adinath is the first
When you
Tirthankar
overcross
of Jain
on half moon and conch
24
shell,
prophet. He
it
is
will
the
provide
first
you
one.
peace and harmony with God to offering your service. So
You can
purify
see
yourself
it's
first.
another angle
Then
of a
you second
temple.
part of the
It's a
temple
Adinath
called
temple
Mandapa.
over there.
Rest a while
You can see the
before you go
intricate
in.
carving
So
up on the
breathe,
top.
take a deep breathe, concentrate yourself,
You can
collect
see
your all
there is a
positive
beautiful
energy because you are
lotus
going to meet
flower
the
on the
God.
top, and above the lotus
The
flower
third
there is
part of
a
the
water
temple
pot.
called Assembly
Above
Hall,
the water pot there is
Maha
a
Mandapa.
coconut.
And then this beautiful intricate music to the God. Whatever you are, what is the capability you have, you want to offer, and you can see the close look of Assembly Hall is the best place. Lord Mahavira, you can practice yoga, you can meditate there. So that Jain, you can offer yourself this is beautiful image of Lord. You can offer yourself collectively, whatever you wish to mudra, meditating. Fourth part of the temple is Sanctum Sanctorium, where the god are established. If you can see, so if you brought something with you to offer to the god, drainage system of in front of every god, there is a small table. So you can offer your take a look here. This is a beautiful sculpture of a temple, and offer him a little bit and take with Brahma with his wife, rest of them Saraswati. And distribute among your family. That is the only the sculpture in the entire temple of Khajuraho. Any temple of Khajuraho where they depicted Brahma with his wife. It calls Brahma is not very well circumambulatory, but he is depicted here. You're supposed to walk around the god clockwise. Unique. Remember, always clockwise. And while you are walking around the god, you ask something to the god, what you're looking for, you can confess with God, you can regret for your mistake, you can ask about your desire. Before you perform a dance, so that's Parikrama 4. So that is a various part of the temple for various needs. Therefore, the temple is a complete prospectus to learn about everything. So beautiful, graceful. And now walk sir, your turn.
Thank you.
These are some new temples you can see, ladies and gentlemen, painted yellow.
Thank you, Mr.
They
Jain.
all built
just,
over the ruins. There were 24 temples once upon time.
These five,
but many temples lost itself or destroyed during the war or lack of taking care. Many fact behind it.
I was just going to go to
so over the remaining ruins of temples, later modern period, Jain authority built some new temple over on it and painted, and they all are working temples. So as many you can see, they painted white, yellow, or creamish yellow, they all are new temple. Now I come on the front of temple, that is the main entrance of the Parshvanath temple.
This I think is the Vishwanath temple, right, Mr. Jain?
Right, sir. This is Vishwanath temple. This is main entrance of the Parshvanath temple.
Now, before Mr. Mr. Jain goes into
officially, as you know, in the 9th century.
Mr. Anup, I can't hear you. The sculptures in the temple that have been used, the five categories, Mr. Jain also.
You can hear me or not?
Also now I can mention the same to you.
Okay. So, Temple of Khajuraho basically built during the 9th, 10th century by the Chandela's ruler. They were the ruler of central India surrounding around 300 years, and during 300 years there were 85 temples built by the Chandela, as well as 24 Jain temple built by the Jain descendant during the period of Chandelas. So I'm sitting on a very fine temple of Parshvanath temple, which I walk around. So now your turn, Mr. Hector, to questions or whatever you want.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, the depictions of animals. This was the Eastern group. It was a very good description of the, and also has the manifestation of. And I would like to just tell you that my association with Khajuraho started in the early 90s with armed riders. And so I was very fortunate that I wrote an article. And these are the five basically styles of architecture or sculptures that are used on Khajuraho. And Mr. Jain, I think you will also agree with what's been done. It was
definitely, sir. Definitely.
About dancing celestials seen here. Do you have anything else to add? This is an article.
Not really, sir. There are some sort of
descriptions of
mythical images also being seen there.
So.
Right. And mythical images is representing like a demon or ghost, imp, or some virtual images. There is no existence of such kind of character in actual vision being seen surrounding by the temple.
Very old. And
like a emblem or like a symbol of this architecture, quite often being seen. I will show you later on.
show you some of my pictures that I took on my
This is
one
one
of the close-ups.
Right.
You can see two contrasting kinds of temples
you
here,
have explained some things
Mr.
about
Anup Jain will explain in the
the
next
temple
slide.
style and architecture.
There's a temple
And
which
we
is
will
built
discuss-
totally in
we will
white, and then
discuss
there is the
some
older
more,
temple that you're seeing
important
behind.
points about these
And I will show you this
temples
picture,
and
the close-up of
complexes.
this picture
We are
of the
mostly
temple
going to
that
be
you
in the
saw in
western
white,
group of
and
temples.
Mr. Jain will explain to you
And
this
you
one.
are right now in the eastern group. I just wanted to
This
know which
temple
came
is
first, the eastern
taken
group first,
a
or was
place
the
here
western group
around
first, or
in
the southern group? How was it?
1850. Western group of temple first, and eastern and southern is contemporary. 1838.
Okay.
Before, so there are some temples in a western group of temple like Matangeswar Mahadeva, Vishwanatha temple, or Kandariya Mahadev, or Lakshmana temple. These are the earliest temple of Khajuraho. He saw.
Okay. Thank you.
And then British
So I'm going to do the share
rule
screen now.
taking over this place,
And
and
I think you will
under
stay in the same
British
location, so
period,
we can
there
also
was some
see
sort
this
of
beautiful,
restoration work has been
monument
started
as
or
well,
taken
where
a
you're
place.
standing. I will start
Right.
now.
During the British period, the local Maharajas added this temple here. Their descendant is still in this town. So King Pratapeswar
This show
built
is
this
titled
temple.
Poetry
Obvious
on
time
Stone,
of this temple is around
Khajuraho.
1850.
The reason why
And
we
you can
titled
see
it
this
Poetry
temple
on
are
Stone
the
was the work is so
combination of
marvelous
three major
that it almost
architecture of
is
the world.
like poetry that
Look
is
at the
being written
front
on
panel.
stone.
There is a dome,
And all
which
the
are representing
architecture that
the
you see, as
Islamic
well as the
religion.
sculptures and carvings,
Move to the
are
second
way beyond human
dome,
comprehension
and that
and
is
understanding. So that's why it's titled
pagoda
Poetry
style,
on
which are
Stone.
representing the
As you know,
Buddhism.
poetries
In the end, you can see the big tall spire
much
is
more
a Hindu
introspection
religion.
and much more reading
So
to get the
unity
meaning.
of
The same is the
diversities,
case with
his
the
intention
Khajuraho
was
group of
to
temples.
represent
And
with this
our next
religion.
slide is basically,
Obviously, he
this
built
is
this
the
temple
first
for the
slide,
Lord
and
Shiva,
here you can see
because
the
if you
amazing
can go inside
carving,
this temple,
and
it's still being
Mr.
seen.
Anup Jain will
There
tell
is a
us a
Shiva
little bit
lingam,
about this
and
very
in front of the
extraordinary
Shiva
carving that
lingam,
we are seeing here, and
there is
temple
a
style
small
as well.
Nandi. This is
So
back
this
side
temple
of
is
Kandariya
unique
Mahadev
feature
temple.
Correct.
Three major religions. Sunlight is perfect. And unity of this kind of temple architecture, one of the finest developed architecture as a Hindu architecture.
good message he want to tell
The
to
style
the
of temple
society.
called Sikhara.
Upper
Sikhara
part,
means
there
peak
was
of mountain.
fungus grow over
You can see there are
time.
number of peaks
I mean,
of
the
mountain
algae grow,
gradually
so it
improving up to
turned black,
created in
or
a
this
mountain.
long
So there
canopy
are
protect
so
bottom
many
part of the
peaks
temple.
in a one large
So this lime
mountain, and
paint
that is the image
doesn't
of Mount
allow to
Kailasa.
grow
Mount
all
Kailasa
this
is the home
algae,
of Lord
so
Shiva.
it's remain
And
white.
in fact,
So
this
this
is
is
this temple
beautiful
is
example of
representing for the
couple of
Lord Shiva.
religion
So this is
together.
house of Lord Shiva. So they
Just want
try
to
to build
inform
the
you, this
temple which
temple
look
was
like
built in the
exactly
19th
of Lord
century.
Shiva. So this is
I
one
think
of the
1820
finest
or 1830,
temple
right?
for the architectural point of view.
1850,
Kandariya
sir.
Mahadev, built in
1850. So this is a
1025.
recent
Right.
addition. 1815.
Yeah.
1815. So this is
One
a recent.
one eight one eight
I'll
five
go to the
zero.
just a second. 1850.
Yeah.
This is the Kandariya Mahadev
So
temple
this is
that
a
we are talking addition to the temple
Right.
complex, which actually is built between 930 to
Yeah.
1050 AD.
Right, sir. Exactly.
Yeah, so this is a very recent addition, which
This
is
is
about
the
view that we have taken
now
of
about
200 years old. But it's
Right.
unique because
Mr.
the
Jain, can you
Tapeshwar
explain a
temple
little bit
is,
of the
Yeah.
lion?
I think
as
one
well
of the
This
most unique temples
this
in India
view
that
you
can
have
see,
taken from
and viewed at a
Kandariya
very
Mahadev temple
broad-based
platform, and that
approach,
is the view of
secular
Devi
approach.
Jagdambi temple.
We come next
Exactly,
to
sir. And
we
there
come
is
next
a
going to
lion
be to
in
the
front of the
carvings
lion.
that are
There is a
there on
man who is
the
fighting with
Khajuraho
this lion,
temples.
and that
This you will see on many of the
lion is
temple
the emblem
complexes,
of Chandela dynasty,
or on the
and that is
exterior wall.
the
And
earliest
Mr. Jain will explain
emperor
to you
of
some
Chandela
that you have already
dynasty,
explained before.
Lakshman
Mr.
Dev
Anup Jain, can
Varman.
you give us some more
When he
information?
was 16 years old, he managed to kill
there
the
are
lion.
all individual
So the
figure on the
entire family
wall was
appreciate his
being
bravery,
seen in this picture. They
and
all are
whole
Apsara. Apsara
family,
is a
upcoming
celestial nymph.
descendant of Chandela,
So
they
the
keep
nymph
this as their
are
emblem.
lives
So
with
this is
God. They
Chandela's
can
emblem, or
change
you
their
can say
form.
Chandela's
They can.
trademark.
They
Every
are the
temple you will
collection of the
found on a
most
certain
beautiful women.
place, they
And
displayed
these
more than one or
beautiful
couple
women
of,
has been
to
depicted
show you
around
that
the
those
temple
temples
with
built by the
various human
Chandela king. So
forms.
this is Chandela's
You can
trademark,
see in
and
this picture,
behind there
as
is
seen
a
in this corner,
view
there is
of
a look like
Devi
a
Jagdambi
lion.
temple.
Can you see? Or dragon.
Of you,
That was the image what I was talking about. That image is called Sardul.
Khajuraho.
Sardul is